What is it that you need? Well, in the old tales, the Dragonborn heroes would use the power of their voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. Wolfhearth was Dragonborn. Talos too, the founder of the Empire. Back in the good old days. In the very oldest tales, back from when there still were dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. They're the masters of the way of the voice, of shouting. They live up on top of the throat of the world. If you're really Dragonborn, they'll want to talk to you. In the old stories, they always summon the Dragonborn for training. No doubt, he thought it was the only way to make his point. And also, because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty. And perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy. It means you can kill dragons and steal their power. Even speak with a dragon's voice, they say. There hasn't been a Dragonborn seen in the land for centuries. Not since Talos himself walked the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. They live in seclusion on the slopes of the throat of the world, the great mountain of Skyrim. They are masters of the way of the voice. If you really are Dragonborn, they are the ones who can teach you how to use your power. Maybe we'll meet in the field. Just pray we're on the same side.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
I don't know much. Only the old tales about the ancient heroes who would use the voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. They say the emperors used to be Dragonborn, but that all ended when Martin died during the Oblivion Crisis. The Greybeards can tell you much more than I can. They're the masters of the way of the voice, and taught Tiber Septim himself. Well, I only know what I've heard in the old tales. Shouting is an ancient form of magic, the use of one's voice to project their power. If you can shout, you need to go see the Greybeards. They'll know what to do. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the Great Warriors? If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold. There's a tranquility in magic, don't you think? It is simply energy to be harnessed by those with the will and knowledge to do so. It's intriguing the way certain materials are more or less receptive to light, is it not?
I've got your back. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
It seems our enemies have no end of spies, saboteurs, and assassins to send against us. I am charged with protecting the Jarl from any and all threats. Powerful men have many enemies, more so in times of strife, so you can imagine the dangers. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. More than one would-be assassin has met his end at the tip of my blade. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak assassins, ambitious and unscrupulous nobles. Sometimes I think his own children want him dead. And those are just the physical threats. Assaults on his sanity are another matter entirely. Every day he deals with obsequious functionaries and incompetent bureaucrats. Sadly, I'm not allowed to eliminate them. Well, not yet anyway. Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship in the fires of war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue. Gods, you are curious. Almost dangerously so. I've got my eyes on you.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold, a hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Mm-hmm.
I've got your back. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? Lead on.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them.
There's been talk amongst the guards. But you are dragon. Such a thing. Surely that's not
This was as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about. Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me, but that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. Bribing me? Well, Bard does need to eat. On my ancestors' honor, I won't trouble sweet Carlotta again. Some parting advice? Women love sonnets. Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came right...
Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. The blessing of Arcade be upon you.
I've got your back. I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? I'll show you what I know. What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow.
spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living. Oh, thank Archay! Please, take this gold for your troubles. Walk always in the light in these days of darkness. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he's stuck.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale. Straight from the fields and orchards of Whiterun to your table. Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Remember, fresh fruit and vegetables every day.
Oh, it took years, but I earned my way to the top. I own Chilfaro Farm, you see. A very successful business, obviously.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the Restoration School, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Come back anytime if you need a remedy. What do you need, my friend? I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorol? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about
tender wrap of ribs.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone.
What
Such is
brings
the
you
way
to
of
the
war.
market?
The sooner you accept
I'm
his
here to buy
loss, the
food,
better.
Nazim. I suppose you
I
don't need to worry
never
about that.
accept his death.
Owning a
My
farm
son
does have
still
its
lives. I
advantages.
feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorol?
Fresh from the wilds.
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Hello, Freya, dear.
What are you looking at?
Lilith,
I'm not
always
afraid
a
of you,
pleasure.
you know.
Just
even
browsing,
if you are my
or
elder.
were you looking for something particular? Funny you should ask. I'm in the market for a new locket.
finest
Something
cuts,
in
fresh from the
polished
wilds.
silver, maybe. Big enough to hold, say, a folded-up letter? Ah, I see. I think I know just what you need. I don't have
Chops and
anything like
steaks
that
fit
here
for a
now,
jarl.
but my
Come and see my
Jordan.
selection of the
He
finest
can make you one right quick. When I get home, I'll have him start on it right away. Come back to pick it up in, 3 days? Perfect, my dear. Absolutely perfect. I'll see you then.